Alright, we're back. Hey everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Grand Theft Auto 5. We're gonna continue right where we left off with the Humane Labs raid. We did all the setups except for one, the last one. And then the actual raid itself, the heist finale. So, double check something. Okay, we're good to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and get on with it. Oh, right, about the audio settings, yeah, there's nothing I can do to raise the volume for the game, so I just lowered my microphone and my desktop audio from my soundboard to match it as best as possible. That's the best I can do, so that there's not like a huge gap between, it's not like me really loud and then the game really quiet, which I've done that before without noticing and it sounds terrible. The only long-term solution for that is hopefully one day I can re-record these heists without that issue. It means I'll have to find a whole new crew of people to run the heist with, because I refuse to do it with randoms. As you've seen, it can just go south horribly, really fast. Yeah, it can just go south really fucking fast. So yeah, instead of running with randoms, I'll have to, like, I don't know, maybe see if there's like a community for people who like to do heists and shit, or see if I can get some people to help me out or something. But that's in the distant future if I ever re-record these videos. For now, there's nothing I can do about it, except balancing the audio as best as I can, but it's gonna sound really quiet. So me, my microphone, the soundboard, the game, it's all gonna be super quiet. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please use the audio boost feature with the little add-on if you have that. The YouTube add-on for web browsers that gives you that feature to boost the audio a bit. That's all I can recommend. Just do that. Use the audio boost feature. I do it all the time whenever I run into a quiet video or something, so yeah. Here we go. Humane Raid, deliver EMP. Get the EMP device into Humane Labs so it can be triggered during the raid. It will have been fitted into the stolen Insurgent LAPV. Store the LAPV in the lab without drawing attention. I think I get a full crew of people I know and trust for this one. Yep. My boy MC Drink. Nicholas. This other dude that I don't roll with anymore, but he, was okay, I guess, back then. I should say we don't roll with him anymore. But, yeah, he was alright back then. I think we end up trip skipping this because it's a really long drive just to get to the fucking, the Insurgent. And then once you get to the Insurgent, it takes forever to get to the destination from there, so we skip one of the drives.
EMP in the LAPV to HLAR. The LAPV is still at the safe house on North Calafia. What?
So many fucking acronyms, dude. Yeah, we're trip skipping for $4,000. Yeah, the only way I could have prevented this, the audio being so quiet for these recordings, the only way I could have prevented it was by not making the setting in the PlayStation Party Chat to not lower the game volume while we're talking to Party Chat, but then I wouldn't have been able to hear my comrades, my teammates during this whole thing at all. They would have been drowned out by the game sound, and then it would have been harder for me to coordinate with them, basically. And like I said, I didn't know it was lowering the volume for the recordings as well when I used the share button. I had no idea. I thought it was still recording it at the same volume as if I wasn't in Party Chat, basically. Yeah, again, that's why it's so quiet, so, use that audio boost if you're watching on YouTube, which I know most people are watching this on YouTube, rather than Twitch. Look how we all get red earpieces. Alright, so yeah, this is a long-ass quiet drive. The dude doesn't even talk to us at all, so I'm gonna fast forward.
It's rewind time.
I don't know what the fuck we were bantering about, but I flipped off. I don't even know if they noticed because they're in third person driving, but I flipped off the driver. She goes MC. I don't think he even noticed. He's a cool dude. I still keep in touch with that guy. But yeah, he didn't even notice I flipped him off.
You're approaching the target. Pull up outside and we'll talk logistics. We've hacked in and put the CCTV on a loop. It won't be stable for long, so you'll have to move quick. Let me show you. I'm sending you the live feed. I've transferred control of the cameras over to you. We don't have very long, so scan the area quick and make sure you know where the guards are. The guards will raise the alarm if they see anything suspicious. If the alarm goes, we're blown. Look out for their sight lines and take them out in pairs if you have to. But you only need to drop them if they're in the way. The aim is to get the insurgent to the bay at the rear of the facility. Clear a path to the bay. There are multiple Merryweather guards between you and the bay. The bay is near the main switchboard for the facility and its primary generator. It's where the EMP will do the most damage and where it's least likely to be discovered. The more damage the EMP does, the longer the lights will be out, and the higher our chances of a successful mission. You only need to take out the guards in your way. Alright, good luck. Get to work. You're doing well. Keep it up.
The game on the top left is reminding us that high caliber rounds go through multiple targets, and to take out enemies quickly if they notice a dead body or the sound of a bullet impact on a wall, so that they don't trigger an alert. Who the fuck is still outside? They're about to get seen by that insurgent.
Only the guys between the gate and the garage are mission critical, but I like your thinking.
The problem is some of these enemies are at higher elevations, and with the structure of this facility, it's hard to tell where they're standing, like above or below you. There's stairs everywhere, and little like alleys and shit.
To keep moving.
I think my friend alerted that guard without killing him. The one that was in front of me. My friend who was next to me, Icarus, I think. Yeah, so busted. Well, we're gonna try again. I'm gonna fast forward to where we were at least. Okay, over on here. Yeah, this guy in particular always tends to catch one of us because he's like in this very narrow sort of alleyway. Like, see, you can't even see him here. I see him on the radar, but I don't see where the fuck he is. He's like slightly to my right somewhere. There he is. Shit, the railing. There, I got him. I got him anyway, but yeah, the railing blocked the shot. Why does that keep happening? That happened to me when I was playing GTA 4 the other day, too. You guys remember that? I was trying to shoot somebody and a thin-ass railing was blocking all my bullets. It's like hiding behind the thin tree and somehow it actually works. It actually manages to protect you from all the bullets. Like, that's some insane luck right there. So this mission low-key reminds me of the infiltration of Area 69 in GTA San Andreas. A little bit. Except that one was more forgiving because you could cause an alert and it was fine.
Take an amphetamine if you have one.
I hear gunfire, so somebody's obviously trying to kill one of the guards over there. Closer to the outside. I didn't trust myself with the sniper, so
Visualize your goal. Let's do this.
I was going in with an assault rifle instead. I was like, fuck it. Now we just gotta take these idiots out. So for Criminal Mastermind, I don't think it matters if you fail a mission like this. You just have to make sure you don't... nobody on your team actually dies. You can fail as many times as you want as long as no one dies, basically. Otherwise, this part would have been such a deal breaker in trying to do that challenge way back in the day. Which, by the way, these recordings are not from us doing Criminal Mastermind. Obviously, I've been playing with different crew members. Thinking back, I probably should have recorded that playthrough instead, and it would have been much nicer, but... but, you know. Didn't have that foresight yet. I hadn't been planning to stream this game yet, or stream it at all in particular, back when I did the Criminal Mastermind challenge with these guys. Yeah, they're all gone. We're home free! No more fucking... Yeah, no more of that shit.
Get familiar with your surroundings. You'll be back here soon. You'll need to hack the security panel to get the insurgent into the bay. Go to work on it.
Are you heck? I'm hacking the garage door. Data crack. Selling your secret since 1996. Press X on the highlighted block as the red line passing through it. Lock all blocks in place to successfully hack the terminal. Easy peasy. Now I just gotta wait for the team to deliver the insurgent.
Alright, the malware's installed. Pull out.
Now we can get the hell out of here.
There's a Merryweather team inbound. They have no reason to suspect you. Do not engage. Okay, hurry it up. We just lost connection. They're seeing live images on the security feed.
So now they see the dead bodies and everything, but we're done, so it's all good. These must be the guys he said that... Yeah. Don't engage them because, you know, they have no reason to suspect us in this van. Like a 007 film or something. Oh! I got the platinum on this one. Shit, I almost reached rank 300 doing this. I think the maximum rank is 1,000. I never reached it, but one of my friends here, I think, did get close. Just spawn in eating a snack from some roadside vendor in the middle of the desert. Well, it's not really a desert, you know. It's just a little, like, kind of deserty, mountainous region north of LA, essentially. By the Salton Sea, I think it's called in real life. That's where Trevor lives. That's where we met him, anyway. Earlier. Let's skip the drive back. Or something. I think the high sport hasn't, like, finished updating. I was like, what the hell is this? So I exited and came back, I think. Okay, there we go. I just went and accepted the invite on my phone, and that worked. Okay, so here we go, the heist finale. The actual raid on Humane Labs. Get into Humane Labs and get out with their files. After the EMP is triggered, half the team goes in with night vision and the other half holds off reinforcements in the attack chopper. Then the chopper team collects the ground team. Simple. Easy peasy. As Mike Terreno would say from San Andreas. You'll be home in time for a blowjob and a bologna sandwich. Mo King actually had rank 1045. There we go. So it's not the max rank. You can keep going. He's another cool guy. Crazy Beast might be a random, might be a friend of Mo, I think, because I don't really recognize him too well. Falafel, though, I know him. He's alright. Bit of a goofball, but he's okay. In terms of, like, playing skill, not bad. So, either way, it's all three people that I know and trust,
So we're gonna go.
It should be good.
You've done great, and this won't be a problem. No one is gonna want to admit that anything happened here. According to my sources, well, Mr. Percival won't be successfully bidding on any government contracts if he can't stop himself from being robbed. You'll be fine. Just gonna require a little bit of finesse. 2 teams, chopper crew, ground crew. All of you will be flying in together. Ground crew is going to jump into the labs, set off the EMP, make their way toward the information we're after while the power is down. Chopper crew holds position in the air, deals with incoming security teams. Once the ground crew has what we're after, you coordinate an evac and meet my contact with the file. Are we clear? So remember, if we never meet again, we never met at all. I love you all, which is why it's best we pretend that nothing happened. And if it did happen, it wasn't me, and it wasn't me because I was never here. Stay strong. I love you all. Love ya. And that's how we don't get caught doing naughty things.
Alright, buddy. Oh, so I guess this was filmed on a different day from the previous setup because now I'm already ranked 300 here. Alright, so the default setup is the leader will be the pilot, that's me. And then Mo, or the second person, will be gunner. The third and fourth will be the ground team, basically. But I think I ended up switching the roles around because we were talking to each other and decided a different setup was better. So yeah, I think I ended up going in the ground team and somebody else pilots and co-pilots the chopper, I think. How did I set this up? So I'm going in with Crazy Beast, or? Okay, yeah. I think I remember thinking to myself I wanted to be ground team for sure. Because that's, you know, you see the files, you get more cutscenes, and yeah, the hands-on approach, it gives you a little bit, a slightly bit more story, basically. A little bit more cinematic. If you're just a gunner and the pilot, you're literally just floating around the air, just shooting endlessly spawning targets on the ground, and that's it. I think the heist is pretty boring that way. So I wanted to get the POV of actually going into the lab, which is a much more engaging and entertaining POV for this heist, I feel. Alright, somebody might have gone AFK and we're waiting for them to get back. There we go. Does it make a... Yeah, okay. Wait, that sweet sound effect. Here it comes. Like ASMR.
Your bird is waiting where you left it.
They're cool guys, close friends, they're homies. but they're also clowns a little bit, so.
To the Alamo Sea. You're all flying in together, so you've all got to get over there. I want this operation over and forgotten about as quickly as possible, so the amount you are paid will depend on how fast it's done. I hope money's a good motivator for you.
I mean, if the.
Ground team.
I was gonna say, if the intro to this whole storyline, Grand Theft Auto Online, is any indication, money is pretty much all that matters to your character. Money and reputation is all that matters to your character. You know, your online character. Yeah, I mean, we saw the intro with Lamar and everything. That's pretty much all it's about. It's just being like a common criminal trying to work their way up the ranks of the criminal underworld and make money, and get rich. There's not much more to it.
Your ground team will run you through your specialized equipment for the mission. 1. Night vision goggles. When we trigger the EMP, the lights go out. You'll need to be able to see. 2. Rebreather. You're going out through a cooling tunnel. The rebreather's compact, and it'll give you enough oxygen to make the surface. 3. Flare gun. When you make the beach, shoot a flare, and the chopper crew will fix your coordinates. 4. Parachute for the drop. 5. Special carbine with suppressor. 6. Pump shotgun with suppressor. 7. Grenades. 8. Sticky bombs. 5 through 8 you should be familiar with already. Pilot, gunner, here's what you're carrying. Parachutes, just in case. Grenades, just in case. And sticky bombs, just in case. And we're giving you night vision goggles too. Okay? Alright. You know as well as I do, this operation is the product of hundreds of man-hours and millions of dollars. Unless you believe in string theory and an infinite multiverse, this is our only shot at this. All that work, all that money, for everything, or nothing. That's a lot of pressure for 4 people to shoulder, but pressure can turn shit into diamonds. Or it can turn diamonds into dust. What's it gonna be today? I've got faith in you. Else, much as you can have faith in a ragtag bunch of reprobates, hastily assembled and motivated solely by their greed, well, their greed and their bloodlust.
Yeah.
Probably don't listen either, but you're effective tools. Let's see if you can plug one last hole for me. Be my tool one last time.
You got it, dude. As long as you're paying us. Then we got you. Mr. Not-So-Secret CIA agent. The CIA actually, I'll save it for later when it becomes more relevant. Don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I'm gonna skip the rest of the car ride. I don't think he says anything else.
Choice on position. Okay, here we go. Pilot's taking the controls. Aerial gunner gets first choice on position. Side-facing minigun placements are in the rear. High-cal explosive rounds in the co-pilot's seat. Keep in mind there's a longer fire return interval on that one. Ground team, you take the last 2 positions in the bird and you get ready to jump. Electrics to be clear of the EMP. When you're above the lab, re-trigger the pulse. Power down there goes out, and the ground team can jump. Chopper team will hold position above the lab, trying to stop the ground team getting swamped inside.
Grand Theft Auto Online characters at least got lucky enough to not be coerced into working for the CIA this time around. We're just getting paid, and we're getting paid fairly for it. Pretty lucratively, actually. The same couldn't be said for Nico and some of the other GTA Pro tags.
Get ready to jump.
They just got straight up coerced into it, you know?
Triggering the EMP. Get ready to jump. You're clear to drop. Go, go, go. Ground team, time to switch to night vision.
I think I took a little bit of damage
Ground team, let's go. Blow the doors and get into the lab.
from ramming into that railing like that. I took a little bit of damage, but it was fine. It wasn't too bad. Oops.
What we need
Get in there,
is
Mo.
a research station in the center of the facility. Move quickly, get through the lab, and get us that data. Looks like some systems are running on an emergency generator. As long as the main switch is off, that won't cause us problems. Keep moving and be ready for resistance. You're no good to us dead. Not quite yet.
That sounds ominous. Not quite yet. You gonna pop me after this? You see how much the heist heavy gear actually helps you? I would be dead by now with the shot I took if I wasn't wearing that. Thank God I have an experienced player watching my back. He's over rank 1,000.
You should be coming up on the research station. The network infrastructure at that place is state-of-the-art. It won't take you long to pull the data.
Yeah, you have to synchronize with your partner to insert the keycards at the same time. I think we failed to do it at the same time. And we're on mic too. It feels like we're on microphone too, and we somehow still didn't coordinate well enough to get out on the first try. Nice unnecessarily dramatic kick of the chair there, for some reason.
Transfer's complete. Go down the corridor, get in the elevator.
We got the files. Let's get the hell out of here. We're escaping to the cooling tunnel, I guess. Holy shit! That dude was like,
Surprise, motherfucker.
Lucky for you, the guards dropped some flares by the pool. Look out for them. All right, get the breathing apparatus on and get in the drink. R&D says there's enough air for you to reach topside. Let's hope.
I don't know why I got cut off what he was saying right there. I think Mel wasn't wearing heist heavy gear, so he had way more health than I did. Or sorry, he was able to move a lot faster, which is why he made it out of the tunnel faster than me. But yeah, Falafel just got himself capped. I think he was the gunner or the pilot. They probably got too close to the ground and got shot. Damn, it was almost clean too. Oh well. Fast forward back to where we were. Yeah, they make you redo the whole fucking thing, dude. Like, everything we did, we had to do it all over again. So... See, good thing this is a recording and I'm not doing it live, so I can just fast forward back to where we were, before we failed. You hear the explosions outside? It's like, you hear this bass just drumming into your ear from outside. I think you can't hear radio transmissions underwater, which is why we just hear the beeping and stuff, but we don't hear what the guy's saying. Create a signal flare and get into the Valkyrie. Well, if the person flying the Valkyrie already knows where to pick you up, there's no need for a flare. But yeah, they're just waiting on me now. But since I have the heist heavy gear, I move a lot slower. Mo, the Giga Chad, didn't use it and he was fine. Guy's got experience.
Let's go. Drop any Merryweather units coming after you, then get out of there.
Why is one of our teammates just up here by himself? Maybe so they can shoot rockets up there? Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, they got off, they coordinated to get off, to drop one of them off here. The pilot dropped that guy off here so he could shoot rockets at the choppers for this phase, I guess. I never knew, I don't remember that being a strat we did, so I kind of surprised me just now. This is why the pilot and the gunner have parachutes and sticky bombs and other things. Like, the parachute was in case that you want to mix things up and not just stay in the helicopter, but instead jump out and help support from the ground like that.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Poor bastards.
You're clear? Alright, then I'm done. Meet my contact at the Land Act Reservoir and you'll be paid. You know, I've lost a lot of operatives in the field. I'm happy you weren't some of them.
Oh, he cares about us. Or at least he's happy we didn't die. What a nice guy.
You've had your fun. It's time to put the toys back in their box and to go to bed. Bring the chopper in and I'll give you a debrief. You want to be paid, don't you? That's what this was about. Not just the shooting and the explosions. You've done good work. Made this country safer. But that does not mean I'm gonna like you.
See, the last 5 years haven't changed Karen much, have they? She's still a very self-righteous, sanctimonious, thinks she's on the right side of things, by being part of the CIA, and that it's different to kill people for them, and rather than just being a petty criminal. I mean, you saw how high and mighty she was acting towards Nico when she revealed herself. She's still the same way. So she's condescending us too, because she sees us just like Nico, just being some common murderous criminal. And that's it. That's why she said all that shit. She's a stuck-up piece of shit, basically. I'm glad to see not everybody in the organization is like that, though. The guy we were just working with, Agent 17, I think they call him, even though they never say his name here. But if you look in the game files, he's labeled as Agent 17. He was actually a cool dude, you know? Her, she just talks shit to us immediately, like right now. Miss High and Mighty. You made this country safer, but that doesn't mean I have to like you. Alright, Karen. She lives up to her stereotypical name, and that was before Karen was a meme. This was before that shit. Before people made it a
When I
meme.
ran agents in the field, I had to entrap them, cajole them, threaten them with deportation. You're never gonna know what I had to do. Now, apparently, all you gotta do is give them a couple bucks and a few kind words. I guess there really is no accounting for stupidity. But, and I'm serious now, as stupid as you are not gonna talk about what happened here. Because your usefulness to us, well, it just ran out. And for God's sake, I hope you're professional enough to get rid of the evidence.
You son of a...
Cool guys don't look at explosions. I guess the more appropriate sound effect would have been... Yeah, if I could rewind, which, hey, guess what? I can. I would do it this way instead. I got the perfect one for this shit. When I said cool guys don't look at explosions. I forgot I had that one. So remember, these are double heist week payouts. This is not what they actually pay normally. You don't get that much money, unfortunately. It should be, honestly. With all the work you have to put in, especially if you have to deal with fucking randoms with egos, you should be getting this much. But yeah, I love how Karen lives up to her stereotype, even before the name Karen was used as like a way of there we go, some shots. Even the bartender took one with us. But yeah, even before the name Karen was used as a stereotypical way of like describing some chick who's just like is angry for no reason and I want to talk to your manager and shit. This Karen literally acted that way. And yeah, you spawn at the strip club. You can see the graphics are a huge improvement, even for the character model for the strippers from Grand Theft Auto 4 here.
Jesus!
Lady, my arm brushed by you, alright? I didn't bump into you. Chill out. But yeah, when you finish that heist, you spawn here. The graphics came a long way from GTA 4. See, I'm glad that the recording just keeps the sound effects, but doesn't, or, yeah, it just keeps the sound effects and turns off the music without losing that. And you don't have to do a damn thing. If you use the share button on PlayStation, it just does that for you. Of course, when I start playing live and recording off of Streamlabs with my capture card, I won't have that luxury. So when I come here in single player, I'm gonna definitely have to make sure to turn down the music. Like, always. You know, to avoid the MCA shit. Yeah, parks your personal vehicles outside too for your whole crew. I think here I just get the post-heist phone call as usual, and then as always I'll have to go to YouTube for the Jesus. I have to go to YouTube for the what's it called? The phone call that triggers the next heist.
So, your employer, he tells me it's over, you did a great job. Only I've got no idea what you were up to. Normally, I know things, and not knowing kind of creeps me out, but this time, I feel like knowing things might creep me out even more, so don't tell me. Just lay low, and I'll get in touch if there's work.
I must have gone back to using my controller speaker at that point. That's the only reason that's the only way I could explain why that phone call was so loud. I think I'm pretty sure at this point it is a controller speaker. When I switch over to PS5 and I start actually live streaming the single player mode, before I start the stream, I will make sure to take some recordings with Streamlabs and check and see what makes the phone calls be so loud or not. And my guess will be the controller speaker setting, which if it is, I can just turn that off. And I will. I think I'll turn it off anyway, just so that when their voice comes through the controller speaker, it doesn't echo through the microphone, you know? Alright. So, over to YouTube real quick. That's at 52. Okay.
So, your employer, he tells me it's over. You did a great job. Only I've got no idea what you were up to. Normally, I know things, and not knowing kind of creeps me out, but this time, I feel like knowing things might creep me out.
That was a phone call we already listened to, sorry. That was the post-heist one. So this is the phone call that intros the fourth heist. Here.
How you doing? I've heard you've been, well, like I said, the less I know, the better. You know how I told you before not to touch that thing with a 10-foot barge pole? Well, to be honest, I wouldn't touch this either. Some redneck drug dealer asked a friend of a friend of a friend. Yeah, they think they're putting together a score. I never touch drugs and I don't know people, but I passed on your details, so if they're interested, they'll probably be in touch.
You guys see what these dudes drew on the ground using the tire skid marks during that phone call? I'll show it. There's a reason I hit that sound effect.
Barge
Oh my
pole.
god, these guys.
How you doing?
It's good to see GTA series videos has a sense of humor, like, very similar to the developers of this game.
I've heard you've been, well, like I said, the less I know, the better. You know how I told you before not to touch that thing with a 10-foot barge pole? Well, to be honest, I wouldn't touch this either. Some redneck drug dealer asked a friend of a friend of a friend. Yeah, they think they're putting together a score. I never touch drugs and I don't know people, but I passed on your details, so if they're interested, they'll probably be in touch. So, I never touch drugs and I don't know people, but I passed on your details, so if they're interested, they'll probably be in touch.
Yeah, there it is. Anyway, instead of dicking around, pun intended. Shit, I forgot my soundboard goes to the same feed as the YouTube video. Sorry if that was hella loud. It should have been louder than the YouTube video, though. So. My voice was probably really quiet compared to the video, and that sound effect that I just played, though. Anyway, alright, yeah, so that's it. You get that phone call, and then you can go back to your apartment, to the planning room, and start Series A funding. The fourth heist. Second to last. So, yeah, here it is. On the YouTube video, they're not doing it in double heist payout week. So they have to pay $40,400 to set this one up. I had to pay $80,800 because it's double payout week. The event. So, oh well, it is what it is. Let's get on with it. After all their hard work crowdfunding the business, it's time to make some money. Come to the warehouse and help move 2 vans loaded with product. The descriptions are mostly written after the heist finale. So that doesn't make any sense because it's not in context yet until we've actually done the proper introduction to the heist along with all the setups and the cutscenes in between. It's like, well, hard work. We haven't done anything yet. Yeah. Big surprise, the redneck drug dealer he was talking about? Well, it's our old friend Trevor, who we went out to the desert to meet a long time ago now, when we were just getting started as a little criminal here in Los Santos.
Hi there! Yeah, Welcome, welcome. So glad you could make it. Now haven't we met already? Huh? Have you met Ron?
He remembers us.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Congratulations! Huh? You all now have jobs in a startup. This is it. Trevor Phillips Industries. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. I am not a drug dealer. I am not a pusher.
Bullshit.
Yeah, we're locavores, huh? Recyclers! Yeah, we think very green. We take the drugs that already exist in America and we add value to their supply chain. And that is what all of you will be doing. Now, first off, Ron, we will be borrowing a couple bricks of cocaine from some juiced up frat boys on a yacht off the coast. Then, we are gonna beat the Vagos to their supply of Molly pills. Now, our guys do pickup and trash trucks, and so are you. Then, we're gonna be sneaking in to the backyard of the Lost MCs. And then, we're gonna take their meds that they've stashed in something. So, there we have it. We're gonna get the meds, we're gonna get the pills, we're gonna get the cocaine, or we could get the pills, the meds, the cocaine, fucking whatever! You're gonna get it, you're gonna bring it to Ron, and then we're gonna fucking get moving!
You son of a bitch!
Alright. So just like that, we've been recruited into Trevor Phillips Industries startup, I guess. I guess he's starting his own company, moving drugs. Oh god, it's all randoms. There's probably gonna be some retries. So most of this heist is really just kind of like a back-to-back series of missions where you go and just kill a bunch of gang members and steal the drugs from them. It doesn't really feel like much of a five-head high-end heist or something like the other ones so far, where we're doing crazy shit for the CIA or robbing a bank. But whatever. It is what it is. So I don't know what the hell just happened. Did I back out, or did somebody else leave or back out, or what the fuck was... I mean, this was years ago. I don't know what the fuck. Maybe I was just trying to show the intro and then record the actual setups later with trusted people. I don't know what the hell I was thinking back then. This was in 2017. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I did. I just recorded the what's it called? The intro for the thing, but then I backed out and then came back with friends I could trust. But yeah, I know these three people. I don't keep in contact with a lot of them anymore. But yeah, in fact, any of them, I don't recognize them, or I recognize them, but I know I don't even like talk to them anymore. We've all gone our separate ways. So the other guys, a lot of the other guys that you've seen up to this point, the ones where I mentioned I can trust them or whatever, like Mo King, Eminem, and all those stuff. Those people are more in my recent memory because we did still hang out for and play this game together for years after this. For still a couple of years after this, these recordings. So some of these other guys, I kind of didn't really see them too much after these heists. What about that dude's mouth? It's I don't. That's weird. That's an interesting facial structure. Like I said, it's difficult to make a good-looking character in this game. At least back then, it was a lot more difficult. I'm pretty sure they've probably updated the character grade at this point, but you end up seeing a lot of weird facial structures sometimes because of how janky it is, or especially how janky it used to be, especially on PS3 when all you could do was change genetics, and that was somehow gonna help you make a good-looking character without being able to tweak their actual facial structure, just the genetics and nothing else. It's very weird. Anyway, let's get on with this already.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's terrible! I have to read about this.
Kind of interesting how they made half of you approach from the air and the other half from boat. So you kind of work your way down from the top. Half the team, you know, work their way down from the top of the yacht, and the other half will go up from the bottom, and then you meet in the middle, picking up all the cocaine as you go. I think we're waiting to pick up the last of the coke because as soon as you pick it all up, reinforcements appear. So we're trying to make sure we're ready to get the hell out of here before we do that. I'm guessing that's why I haven't picked it up. We're just kind of waiting. Like, he went to go move the helicopter just to the actual proper helipad so we can all just get in and get the hell out of here really quick. Let me fast forward a little bit. Yeah, see, the cops come after you as soon as you pick up the last one.
You got the stuff? Okay, now get out of there.
Yeah, we're getting the hell out of here now. Lose the cops.
Oh, crap! I'm hearing all about it on the police scanner. You gotta lose the heat before you come to me.
I like how he took off before Zach got on. Like, we still had to wait for him to roll up, and this thing's gonna blow up too. It's not even gonna last. The helicopter's gonna shred it. The police chopper is gonna shred it. I don't think it's gonna work. We're gonna fail. That was a very bad idea. Oh my god, I can't believe the chopper's still alive. They're just doing that with the blades. All done.
From the sounds of it, you've lost the cops. I hope I'm right. Okay. So, bring the stuff to me at the warehouse under the Los Santos Freeway in East Vinewood.
He was, like, He was a pilot, wasn't he? How does it... Yeah, he jumped out of the front door. The front left door. He, like, thought he landed it, and then he jumped out without actually properly landing it. And then it almost crushed him and killed him. Even when I'm playing with people I can trust, sometimes, sometimes it's still a little jank.
What you got? A 10-year mandatory minimum and maybe a felony murder. Okay. That's perfect. Now just leave it there. Now, if you're asked, under interrogation, I wasn't here. Unless it's Trevor who's interrogating, in which case I was very much here.
He's like, alright, get the fuck out.
Bruh, look at this dude.
That freeze frame, though. He looks like he's looking over at us like, hella sus.
You son of a bitch.
Phew. Alright, next heist setup. A trash truck. Get a trash truck and do your rounds collecting molly pills in trash bags from Vagos drop-offs. Deal with any assholes you meet and bring the bags to Ron. So this is a nice little callback to picking up the diamonds from trash bags as Nico, after Johnny and his fellow bikers in the Lost dropped the stolen diamonds off in those trash bags in GTA 4. It's a nice little, reference to that. It's basically the same mission that Nico did with Luca and his boys. You know what I forgot to mention, speaking of that? That particular mission, kind of proves Donald Love's point in GTA 3 that he tells to Claude, where he says that, in my experience, groups of men tend to get greedy. But, like, individuals, like people who work alone, like Claude, in that case, or Nico, they're basically the same, they work alone most of the time. He said individuals can be quite loyal for the right price, he said. You guys remember he said that to Claude near the end of GTA 3? And then that mission in GTA 4 proves his point. Because Nico works alone, and he was loyal to Ray despite him being a scumbag, and never tried once to try and steal the money or the diamonds, right? But Luca and his friends, who Nico worked with for the trash bag pickups, the thing we're about to do right now, immediately tried to just keep the diamonds for themselves and run away to Las Venturas with the money. Was what they were worth, basically. Even knowing what Ray is like. Because he describes to you in that mission, Luca tells you that Ray fed some guy to a dump truck, and you could hear his bones crunching and crackling as they broke, as he got, like, squished, right? And he said, then the sound of his skull popping, he said, I nearly lost my lunch. It made me laugh quite a bit because of the way he said it with his accent and everything, right? But even knowing all that, they still try to make a go of it, and they still try to rip off Ray with the diamonds and run away with them on their own. But again, it proves Donald Love's point from GTA 3 that groups of men tend to get greedy, whereas like solo dudes, though they can be loyal for the right price. And Claude and Nico both prove that point as well. His knowledge was well founded. He learned a lot from his time with Avery and with Tony in Liberty City Stories, right? And then he disappeared, and we never heard from Donald Love again, and we never will, because the people who wrote all that, they don't even work at Rockstar anymore. It's over.
Hey!
We may never hear from him again.
Ron's about to start talking to you. Ron! Time to work, you lazy schlub. Hold on. Here he is. Hey, you're picking up that trash truck, right? Get over to the recycling center on Alta Street in Chamberlain Hills. Being a trash collector's a good job, you know. Starts nice and early when you're probably still up and wired enough to work. No one's gonna search you when you're carrying around a dripping bag of mystery meat. And, you know, people throw out the weirdest things. Like Ron here. He got thrown out by his wife. Left in the street. And I picked him up and found a use for him. Well, found a use for him before he got thrown out, and that was part of the reason it happened. She's a drunk prohibitionist, Ron. She's on the wrong side of history. But, let's not sweat the details. Get us those bags, all right?
I like how Trevor basically low-key admitted that he might be the reason behind why Ron and his wife didn't work out. He's like, maybe, you know, that's part of the reason they didn't work out. It's because I intervened or something. Because she's a drug prohibitionist. She was no good for you. It's like, alright, that totally doesn't sound like someone who's manipulative and maybe has abandonment issues.
Bruh.
The trash trucks get used by the Vagos for their collection runs. The security guards are their people. So I'm in Yeah, take them out before you take the truck, all right? There's gonna be quite a few of them, you know, so get ready for a fight.
See, I'm reversing because you can't get shot through the window in the back of this car. Or you can, but it's actually such a narrow window, it's very unlikely. So I'm using the back of my car as a shield. Even though the engine is there, so it can get blown up. But cars usually take a lot of bullets, especially because I have 100% armor on it. Forgot, Los Santos Customs, as you get high enough in rank, you can unlock armor plating for your car. It's not like the Kuruma, where it like makes it invincible, but it does give it a lot more health. That trash truck, the company's called Little Pricks. Well, I think that's an advertisement for tampons called Little Pricks or something like that. I can't remember.
The first collection is on Forum Drive. They're stashing Molly pills in trash bags. You're on a normal trash collection run.
So we're reliving Nico's adventure with Luke and his friends in Liberty City 5 years ago.
Okay, collect the bags and throw them in the compactor, and move on to the next one.
Clicked right on the D-pad too early.
Drop these guys and move on.
I guess they knew. Yeah, I think he recognized him.
Ugh.
We all right? All right. Your next stop's on Capitol Boulevard.
The lack of coordination, folks. He thought the dude was done backing up, so he got out of the truck too soon and fell over because it was still moving.
We figure the Vagos are here. You know what to do.
Kill them all.
How's my trash truck? You gotta take it to the gas station on Supply Street for the final collect. Grab the bags and look out for any more of them.
Those gas pumps tend to be a safety hazard for everybody, so we just got rid of them to make sure we don't get fucking killed once the shooting starts, you know? Does this game really require all of us to be in the Trash Master before... Yeah, he got out too early. We had to get into the yellow marker before... Wow. Alright, game script. Okay, now get out and get the trash. Gotta be kidding me.
Oh, shit!
Jesus. The missions are so heavily scripted. It's like, oh, you got out 2 seconds early. No, the driver has to get into the marker. Everyone back inside just so they can move 2 inches. Then you get out and pick up the trash. It's like, what the fuck is this game design right now?
You told them they can shoot when they're hanging off the back of the truck, Ron. And if I was sticking up a drug gang, that might be the kind of thing I'd like to know, you know?
I'll over one day. Get rid of those assholes, or just lose them before they come back to me.
Oh my god, the other side of the trash truck says butt lovers on it. Little pricks and butt lovers. Two different kinds of tampons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is.
Sure they're not following you? See, the Vagos can go places a U.S. extradition treaty can't. I mean, nice, hot places with beaches that'll otherwise attract a snowbird like me. Okay. Oh.
Look at this dude.
Good. We got the Molly. Now keep on moving. Come on, away from here. Go for it.
Alright, I think the next one should be... What was the third drug he was making a jack? I don't remember. We'll find out in a second. I was like, what the hell's the third setup? Series 8 bikers. What are we stealing from them? Creep into the Lost Camp at night, take out their guards on the quiet, and bring their vans to Ron. They should be loaded with meds. Oh, okay. So we're stealing from the Lost. Yeah, we're stealing from the Lost, and I guess we're taking barbiturates and shit. You know, just pharmaceuticals. Not over-the-counter pharmaceuticals. So we can thank Big Pharma for these. Dude's going without heist heavy gear this time around, I guess. Giga Chad over here. I'm not taking the risk. Go to Trevor's trailer.
Alright, kids. You're making a pass at the Lost out near my place by the LMOC. I've left some silenced weapons in my garage for you, so head here first.
I think we were debating about whether to do trip skip or not.
The plan is to go in when most of them are sleeping. You take out the guards and take the vans. Then they wake up in the morning and all their buddies are dead and they're short their stash. Oh man, it'll be hilarious.
Yeah, naturally. The trip skip option. Make things faster. Nice license plate, Lady M909. I'm gonna park in his garage. Why not? He gave us a bunch of weapons to use for this. Like he just told us.
Okay, you're there. Finally! Take a boat west past Sandy Shores to the Lost's camp at Stab City. How you doing? Huh? When you're close, get out of the boat and creep up on them. Don't let anyone see you. If you're seen, they'll wake up the other guys, and the surprise will be ruined. That'll be guys standing around, kicking the shit, and guys on patrol. If two guys are looking at each other, you're gonna have to take them down at the same time. Do not move on the vans till you got all the guards. We need them all gone before you move.
Monty's dicking around in the back. Looks like he's giving head to somebody. Take out the Lost MC without alerting them. So it's just like the Humane Labs raid where we had to sneak in. Why they make us do this, why they force stealth is just beyond me. I think it's kind of dumb. Stealth should always just be an option, but it should never be forced, you know? It's kind of lame. Like here, there's no reason for it. Like Humane Labs, sure. We didn't want to alert them before we actually, you know, invaded the place properly to take the shit. Here it's like, it's just a bunch of bikers. Like, we should just be able to kill them however we want at this point, just like the other two missions. I don't understand why we have to do it in a stealthy way. It's like they're forcing it just to kind of forcefully make it feel different from the other two missions. The other two setups so far, you know? It's kind of it just kind of feels like a lazy way to make it feel different. Or to force it to be different from the other ones. Something else I forgot to mention is that I think your maximum capacity for ammo for any weapon, and all weapons, for all of your weapons goes up with your rank as well. And eventually, I don't know what rank, but eventually it caps out at about just under, well, yeah, 9,999 bullets for like every weapon, or something like that. Or most weapons. That was close.
They all gone? Alright. Get the vans and get going. Ron will be waiting in a warehouse under the LS freeway.
There's the Lost MC logo. Of course, we're on the West Coast now, where, you know, in the, whatever, the Alamo Sea, I think it's called in this game. In real life, it's called the Salton Sea. So this is, you know, probably a different faction of the Lost from, because they have various factions in different states and cities, just like the Angels of Death, so... There's a West Coast faction of the Lost. Yeah, so even if you do things stealthily, look, they still send backup to attack you once you get the van. So it's like, why did you even force us to do stealth? It's kind of a lazy mission design, honestly. That made no fucking sense. You still get enemies attacking you, even though you did everything stealthy and killed everybody with silenced weapons. So it's like what was the point then?
They coming after you?
They...
Damn it. Get to the warehouse and hope you lose them on the way. And be careful of the vans. The dolls you got back there are fragile.
Oh, so they're hiding all the medicine and... They're hiding the meds in the fucking... action figures or toy dolls or something.
I've told Ron you're coming, so you better get there. Or I'll have to find you in whatever jail or hospital they put you in, and well... let's just say my bedside manner leaves much to be desired.
I like how on the radar enemy cars are like represented by these rings, but they're not like perfect circles. They're actually the hollowed out center portion of the circle, so the little ring that marks them on the radar, actually has like two devil horns coming out, so it's like a little head with devil horns. And then the outer ring, the outer red ring around it. I don't know why they mark them like that. In the single-player mode, enemies are just marked as red dots, just like in the previous games, but only in online mode are they rings instead, which makes them. It's probably on purpose because it's to make them a little bit harder to pinpoint where they are, because the rings are very thick. Now sometimes it does make it hard to see exactly where they are, even if that just gives you like their general location, but it's like a big halo of where they're standing. It looks like they gave up chasing us, so I'm just gonna fast forward through this. They're still chasing, but it's kind of whatever. It's an anticlimactic chase. We're not really fighting back or having to shoot back at them too much, so kind of like, fuck it. Let's just get there, because we took a really long route to get there, so instead of following the GPS route, which is a little harder but faster, it's less safe, which is why we didn't do it, but the mission took a lot longer, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just fast forwarding. The enemies just spawn infinitely anyway.
Hey, the Lost, right? I mean, those guys don't think we had anything to do with this.
Dylan!
I mean, we're neighbors, right? See, I mean, I don't shit on my doorstep unless Trevor tells me to, but that was only once. But what I'm trying to say is that I only rarely shit on doorsteps. And when I do, I don't want the doorstep owners finding out. Mollis. Okay, it's too late to save my marriage, but, you know, I got it.
Isn't Mollis what we stole from the other guys too? It was like more of the same, or? Or was it a different pharmaceutical? I don't think I paid enough attention. Out of all the heists, this one's probably the most forgettable, honestly. Not kidding, I felt that way about it back then, I still feel that way about it now. You're literally just robbing a bunch of drugs off of, like, it just feels like a normal GTA mission. You're just stealing a bunch of drugs off of gang members, slaughtering them, and then trying to sell them. It's like, it's not really a heist, you know? I feel like this one's kind of lazy. It's like how I just mentioned about the forced stealth in that mission that we did just now. This is definitely the least memorable one.
Hey, how's it going?
I guess I went to restock on armor. Alright, time for a cutscene to unlock the other two. The other two setups. The last two, I guess.
Trevor is very pleased with how you're getting. So pleased that he couldn't get here himself. But he told me that if you keep this up, maybe he won't... Well, he's very happy, and trust me, a happy Trevor is a good Trevor, and we all want a good Trevor. I mean, he suffered a lot. He's not the horrific, bloodthirsty maniac that we all imagine he is. Well,
Bullshit!
He's got a gentler side. He loves his mother. Anyway, after this, we'll all be rich, and you can get to know him better. A kind man who likes animals and children, and smoking crystal while the sun sets. Okay, so you're going to the lumberyard in Paleto Forest to pick up some grass. Now, it's a whole lot of grass, and it's well protected, so you gotta go in cautious. Now, 2 of you with guns in the hills, and 2 of you on the ground. You're gonna get a whole lot of shipment, and you're gonna get out of there. Now, ground team will be driving the shipment out. Gun team will be protecting it. You're gonna bring the grass to me, and I'm gonna package it with the rest of the stuff for sale. Then all we gotta get is the chemicals that Chef needs to get his lab up and running. And then we're good for the sale. Trevor will be in touch if there's a problem.
Sorry, really quick, I gotta see. Yeah, it said Molly pills is what we got with the trash truck. We got cocaine from the frat boys on the yacht. And then from the bikers, we just got Mollis. Which, isn't that the same as the Molly pills? So I think 2 of these were literally the same drug, just from different places. So cocaine and pills, really. And now we're getting weed. In the sawmill by Paleto Bay. The Ballas have a huge shipment of weed up there and a pickup truck with a gun placement on it. Get them and bring them to Ron. Which is exactly what he just told us to do. In the cutscene, so alright. I like I was trying to convince us that Trevor's not all that crazy, even though he gives off hardcore, serious, crazy-ass vibes. So far. Oh, now we got black earpieces, not red. Doesn't make a difference, but... we're trip skipping.
Okay, so, go up to Paleto Forest, and I'll come back with some details. What? You don't have the details now, Ron? How's that make us look? Not very professional, pal. We're trying to raise money for this venture. We don't have much in the way of assets.
playing that sound effect for that fucking. Did you see that? That NPC just now. Why the hell did they ram into us like that? Look, that dude right there. It's not even the dude we just hit. Not the Banshee. It's this car over here on the right. This asshole. Look at what he does for no reason. Just fucking rams us into the fucking building for no reason. Like.
Son of a bitch!
So you have to wait for the dialogue to end, then it gives you the option to trip skip, which we just took. Also, as far as I know, Series A funding is like a phrase or term that refers to a startup, like when your first round of funding to starting up a company, basically, of any kind. That's why the heist is called that, which is what he reiterated right now. But luckily, most of this funding is coming from stolen goods. We're not actually, like, paying for it out of our own pocket. We're just stealing off of other gangs. But, yeah, the AI, that... I heard they fixed it recently, but I don't play the game too much, you know, in more recent times, so I haven't verified this for myself yet. But I've heard in the group chat with my friends, not these guys, but the people I still talk to from back in the day, they still talk about this game, sometimes still play it. But I've heard that they actually kind of fixed the traffic AI now, so it's not as bad as it used to be. But that was a perfect example of how bad it can be. Like, that car ramming into us for no reason and just, like, literally aggressively shoving us up against the wall for no fucking reason. We bumped into that other guy in the Banshee way over there. Why did this guy over here just ram into us like that? There was no... And you would see that quite often when doing missions or heists or anything else, even just in free mode, where just normal pedestrian, civilian, NPC AI would act like they were your enemy and they would just do that shit to you for no reason. They would just, like, aggressively attack you with their car and then drive off as if nothing happened. And it would legitimately confuse everybody as if, was that an enemy or was that just a random civilian? Like, people would just be like, who the fuck was that and why'd they do that? You know, like, they just ram into you out of nowhere when you're being chased by the cops or being chased by rival gang members or other players, doing, like, any kind of mission you did in free mode or even in an instance like this. They were just, the traffic AI was just, like, set up to be an extra hidden enemy that you had to watch out for. They would just seemingly ram into you on purpose or swerve all over the road for no reason. Even if there was no gunfire to scare them, they would suddenly just start fucking going like this and just, like, purposely trying to ram into you. Like I said, it wasn't just me. Everybody I talked to and played with noticed that shit. So, like, everybody would complain about it. It was like a legitimate thing. We were like, Did Rockstar develop the AI of the traffic to purposely try to sabotage the players? It's not a far-fetched idea. It really isn't, because it wouldn't be the first time that they set up the infrastructure of the game in some way to sabotage you from being able to make money, because they'd rather you just buy the fucking shark card microtransactions instead. I mean, mission payouts used to be really big until Heist... Not even when Heist came out. They lowered the payouts when they saw people being too efficient at making money that way. And then when Heist came out, I think they made the mission payouts even lower. If not, they just... No, they didn't. What they did was every new car, vehicle, weapon, any new content they made after heists were finally released were, like, being sold at extremely inflated prices, because they're like, oh, well, now they can grind the heists out for money, so let's make everything proportionally expensive so that they have to grind out the heists for money, like, a shit ton of times to be able to afford anything new that we release now. You can see the content that came out before the heist is dramatically cheaper than the content that came out after. And it's only gotten worse over the years. They've only released more and more astronomically expensive stuff with each content update since then, obviously, because they just want you to buy the shark cards. They're just trying to incentivize microtransactions like every other video game developer and company now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had actually programmed the traffic AI to also try to sabotage you and frustrate the player. I wouldn't put it past them, honestly.
Be careful. You don't want to blow up the grass or that
Jesus. Why'd they even get out? We have an armored Kuruma. We're just gonna go in and shoot at them from here. Or we're safe. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna take their stupid advice and use their strategy. We're all just gonna go in together in a bulletproof car and destroy them. The smart way to do things. Not the way the game tells you. Steal the Bensons. The truck's carrying the weed. Marijuana, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I gotta flip those buttons on my soundboard. I think that'll confuse me less. Now, see, wasn't that a lot better than getting some idiots to try to be snipers from far away and then the other two going in on foot? This was a much smarter way to do this. The music abruptly stopped because I think somebody turned on the radio. And like I said, all the radio stuff is tuned out. It's cut out from PlayStation recordings to avoid DMCA issues. Okay, it's just one guy. I think we should just get the hell out of the car and kill him already. Yeah, he got the right idea. Get him. Fuck him up. Where the fuck is he? That scream though. Alright, now we can get the hell out of here. Wait for your team to steal a Benson. The name is a big ass pickup truck. Wait for the lookout team to reach the technical. Oh yeah, the pickup truck with the fucking machine gun on the back. Yeah, we're just getting the hell out of here instead. While they get the fucking technical, I guess. Oh my god. That was scary. I thought he was gonna flip it and ruin it. You don't want to be driving those trucks when the balls get in the city, or when the ball is in the city, find out. Get back here quick. I do like how they did the wilderness areas, though, of this map. I haven't really commented much on the map, but from what we've seen already in the city, and I've already had these thoughts for years, I feel like Los Santos just isn't as richly detailed as Liberty City from GTA 4. It just kind of looks like a shallow cardboard cutout. However, maybe that's intentional, because maybe that's the, you know, the commentary they're going for, is that Los Santos, Los Angeles, California, basically, is just a shallow cardboard cutout of a city, like it's Hollywood Stars or something. Maybe that's some kind of deep commentary they were going with the map design, but Los Santos just doesn't. It just doesn't look as good. Like like I feel like it's missing a lot of details. What the hell am I doing? I almost dropped the goddamn truck. Yeah, I just feel like it's missing a lot of It's kind of like what I mentioned when I was still playing GTA 4 and I showed a little bit of Liberty City and I showed how there's like little chunks of debris, boxes, trash bags on the sidewalk. Little things like that, you know? That make the city feel like it's actually lived in. You know, and it brings the city to life in a way. It makes it actually feel like a living, breathing city that's been lived in. And this one kind of lacks that. But in the outside of Los Santos, the wilderness areas up north and all around, like the trees and stuff, but that area we were just in around the sawmill, it's so fucking pretty. It looked beautiful. Like, I feel like they actually did a good job out here. But the city, I feel, lacks a bit of detail. It's not terrible, but, you know. I don't know, maybe they've added some details, some extra stuff with the graphics update for the PS5 version. I doubt it, though. We'll see, though, when I start playing the single-player mode on that console. Because this is still PS4 here. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know if we were going to encounter enemies or not, that's why I started fast forwarding.
Those roadblocks didn't slow you down. Ronald awaits. They coming after you? Come back to the warehouse and try and keep them off your tail.
Honestly, the person in most danger is the person on the machine gun on the back of that technical truck. Pickup truck. They have no protection whatsoever. Luckily, the guy on that machine gun has heist heavy gear, so. There we go. Trevor with some very sage and sound advice, eh? Be careful what you share on social media. So I think Snapmatic is meant to be a parody of Snapchat and Instagram combined. Mostly Instagram. Like when you look at the Snapmatic app on your phone, on your smartphone in the game to take a picture, it looks just like the old school Instagram app used to look. It looks nothing like that anymore. The icon for the app, it's very different now. But back then, that's kind of what it looked like. It was like an actual physical, like, camera facing you. Now it's just like this weird rainbow-colored icon with an outline of a camera in the center of it. Instagram, I mean. Alright, this is whatever, I'm just gonna fast forward. something I don't like about these heists, and I think you've noticed it by now. There's a lot of long fucking drives, like, for almost no reason. Even sometimes when you're not being chased. They make you drive really fucking far for a lot of objectives on so many of these missions and heists. Not even just the heists, by the way. There's a lot of normal missions that have that too. They just have really long fucking drives for objectives. I don't know why. Maybe it's more of that, you know, game design to get you to get bored and tired and just buy the shark cards for quick money, you know? I don't know.
You lost the right. Bring it in.
Oh man, I can smell that grass like 10 minutes ago. That's some good dope. I used to smoke when I was in college. Man, that was some far out times. Now I, hit the ice, I take apart a radio, and I masturbate till dawn. Trevor calls it maturity. What? And I'll get this unloaded. What? But unless any of you want to get down with Tina, no?
Now he smokes meth and masturbates until dawn, and Trevor calls that maturity. Ron, I think you've fallen into the trap of being misled horribly by a manipulator. By a gaslighting manipulator. But whatever, you do your thing, buddy. Keep following Trevor blindly, I'm sure it'll end well. Jesus. All the heist setup invites and shit. Alright, the last one. Steal meth. We got a bunch of pills, we got cocaine, we got weed, now we're stealing some meth. Cool. Let's go for it. Some hillbillies called the O'Neill brothers just got a large shipment of meth cooking ingredients delivered to their farm. Bring a tanker of that stuff to Chef at the gas station. Alright, cool. The same gas station we robbed at the beginning of GTA Online, which is what pissed off Trevor. Which is why Ron called us to his trailer and then we talked to him and met him for the first time. That was a long time ago now compared to, you know, all this, the heist we're doing, but yeah. That gas station is what the one they mean, I'm pretty sure. We lost Zach, so... Oh wait, there he is. I guess he's probably restocking or doing something. Let's get this going. Are we debating about trip skipping again? I bet we are because, you know, it's hella far away. You can only start heists in the city, by the way, because that's where all the high-end apartments and houses are. But some of these heists will require you to go way out into the countryside.
It's about time. Don't give me any of that. Ron, you told us to go for the O'Neills.
guess he's talking about the fact that you're not. He's referencing the fact that you're not allowed to even do this mission setup until you do all the previous ones or something. Hold on a second. I gotta double check something before we keep going. Was there supposed to be a cutscene for that? I'm gonna check the video real quick. I'll mute it so you guys don't hear anything. Till I'm sure. Okay, I'm looking at the weed section. And then past yada yada. No, yeah, there wasn't anything. You just go straight into the meth. There was no other cutscene that I accidentally forgot to record or anything. Nope. We're good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Didn't miss anything. Maybe they forgot to, like, you know, add another cutscene there or something. Because, like, Ron didn't tell us shit. We just kind of went right after that last setup, you know?
There should be a few semis at the farm. Some are faster than others. Choose one, hook it up to the tanker, and haul out of there. Oh, yeah, I should say the O'Neills don't take kindly to visitors.
Dude, bullshit. Surprise, motherfucker. Son of a
Take out the meth dealers. Yo, Mr. White, we're cooking again. One more parking lot. Motherfucker, I searched some dude. Oh, a lot of apples.
When you got the tanker, bring it to our gas station outside town.
The dude is in between the big ass tires. I just noticed him. How the fuck did he get in there?
Shit!
son of a bitch.
There's literally like one guy left. We're trying to be so cautious right now. Yeah, even more enemies spawn, but once you get the rig to hook it up to the fucking tanker.
You got it? Bring it in quicker, or don't bring it in at all. Oh, yeah, forgot to mention, meth juice is really flammable. Try not to let him shoot the tanker too much. But
No
hey,
shit.
it's your flaming carcass, not mine.
We need this done before the O'Neills block the roads and we can't move the tanker. You better get moving. Oh shit, we only have 2.5 minutes left. That's right, we were on the timer the whole time. I didn't even realize. We gotta go.
You ain't done yet, my friends. They'll keep sending people until loss of life outweighs reward.
Which in the case of AI enemy NPCs is never. They just keep sending enemies to their death. Wave after wave to their death. Until they eventually overwhelm you. That poor bastard, dude. It's just like... rams into the tanker and gets flipped over. They're going off-road to avoid, you know, most of the enemies. We don't want the tanker blown up.
Bravo! You didn't blow yourselves up. How about that? Much as I want the O'Neill's tanker sitting right here. I'm gonna empty it quick and get out of here and sell it for scrap. Okay, we're good. Get lost. I'll dump the rig. Bye. Go, go, go. Dylan!
Dude's in a hurry. For obvious reasons. Alright, we finally made it to the end of this mostly kind of boring heist, honestly. Yeah, it's the finale. 808 grand for the double payout. So it pays less than the Humane Labs raid. So you have to complete all the heists in order before you're allowed to replay any of them, so you have to do this at least once. Afterwards, I think you can replay them. You can replay whichever one you want, however many times you want, basically. But the heist that pays the most and is thus the most worth it is the last one, of course. We're almost there.
Oh, this is bad. This is very, very, very bad. I shouldn't be here. See, I should be with Trevor or at the airport. Now, someone, I'm not saying who, well, anyway, it's not my place to question leadership decisions. But someone may have told the Vagos and the Ballas and the frat boys and the Lost and the O'Neills, told them all where their stuff is. If you want to get paid, I'd get over there. Quick! Now I got to... Don't let him kill him.
So after all that hard work, everything went to shit, basically, because... It's time to move the stuff, but everybody we ripped off knows where it's all at, so they're all gonna try to go and take back their shit or kill us all for stealing their stuff. Right on. Oh, never mind. The reward is 10 grand more than the Humane Labs rate, I guess. Never mind. Maybe the board was showing the normal payout until we started, and now it's showing the double payout. The double money payout or something. I don't know. Whatever. See, suddenly the simple rolls is just 2 lookouts in the north, 2 lookouts in the south. That's it. It's like such a kind of like boring, uninspired heist. There's not much to it. Like that briefing was just go protect the stuff that we stole. Okay? Is that it? How is this a heist? How is this anything like robbing a bank in some elaborate fashion or, you know, invading some top secret government facility, developing like nerve gas agents or other secret weapons, like, you know what I mean? It just doesn't... This feels like such filler nonsense. This whole thing.
You people want to get paid? Get down here and help me. Quicker we do it, the more you'll get. I'm at the warehouse under the LS freeway. All our seed investors, friends and family who've kicked in to get the business going, they want their seed back. Screw them. We got their coke and their pills and their meds and their weed, and we're gonna keep them. Cause that's how business empires are born. Through lying and wholesale robbery. Am I right?
100% right, yes. That is exactly how all business empires are made. Whether they're on the, you know, the legal spectrum or not.
You almost here? Man, I could have got killed 6 times by now. When you arrive, I'm gonna need 2 of you at the north of the warehouse and 2 at the south, covering anyone coming in from those directions. I'll be inside, protecting the product and joining in where I can. Run. Run, I know you're there. Run!
You bastard!
Alright, we're here.
Okay! 2 on the north side, 2 on the south side. Let's go. The more of these guys you kill, the more I'll pay you for the job. Call it a preemptive strike on the competition.
So yeah, your payout is, I guess, determined on how many kills you get.
Anyone else excited?
The anticipation is always worse.
And everything else, yeah, I'd say so.
You all ready? Let's Let's go! And remember
Hold your
this,
position.
people! You're not just fighting for me! You're not just fighting for TP Industries, you're fighting for the little people, the dreamers, and the scammers. All the people that gotta kill and steal to get ahead, okay? The real people!
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
All right,
Holy shit!
son of a... I knew you were a good crew!
We're doing this for the little people, yo.
How you doing over there, huh? I hope you wore your waders, because by the end of this, you're gonna be waist deep in gristle, or you're gonna be dead.
This portion of
Ballas be creeping, and no one likes creepy ballas. Look out!
this portion of this heist finale just feels like it feels like we're doing a survival. For those who don't know, a survival is a job type in GTA Online that was around since the beginning, since launch. So like way before heist came out, where you literally just yeah, exactly. Thank you, Trevor. He may be crazy, but at least he's smart enough to know that's what it is. Yeah. So why am I gonna kill you? Because capitalism. Yeah. But yeah, this whole mission just kind of resembles doing a survival mission with your friends. You can get 4 or 5 of your friends. You can even just do one by yourself. And you have to try to survive 10 waves of enemies coming at you from all sides.
Okay, we got an opening. Let's go. Product's been loaded into the vans. I need 2 drivers and 2 people in the pickup with a gun on it.
But in this case, it was just 1 wave of enemies, and then we get the hell out of here.
Drop-offs by El Gordo Lighthouse. Let's go.
The fat guy lighthouse? Or the fat lighthouse? El Gordo? The fat guy? Just waiting for everybody to get into the fucking vehicle. Why is the underscore in my PSN ID so big on that? That's not how big it is when you look at it anywhere else, but here it's like... it's huge. What the hell is Monty doing? Get in the fucking truck, dude! Oh, it's because Trevor's in the passenger seat with me right now. So he has to go get his own vehicle. Right. There's no room for him in either one of our trucks. Why am I killing you? Because capitalism, that's why, moron. Smart and honest guy, at least.
We're being watched! Choppers, up there! Looks like hired guns. Take them out and anything else they got. If they get any closer, I'm gonna start eating our profits.
Gonna start smoking some of the weed or the meth?
Where are the choppers? I don't want to hear them anymore. For the love of all that's holy!
So this is why they want one team of people to like...
You blow that thing up, please?
To be on the technical, the pickup truck with the machine gun on the back, so that they can shoot at the choppers. But we just decided, fuck that. I don't know if we just outrun the choppers, or if we eventually just pop out and shoot them with rockets, but I guess we'll find out.
We're ready to die for this product. You'll never win. Ballas are following us. There must be some good kush. Take out the ballas!
Why are they driving green vans instead of purple?
Dicks.
Their colors are still purple in this game. Not sure why they were driving a green van, but I guess they don't give a
If we
shit.
lose the product, I'm killing all of you. You bastard!
Going off-road like this is just a safety precaution.
Keep on coming. Ram these bikes off the road.
Yeah, because the enemies will spawn on the roads, not on the train tracks, so you can avoid a lot of them this way.
there! Remember that! Make him crash already! Get rid of him! I didn't come this far to screw it up! Do not let them ruin this! Fuck me! Assholes! We beat him! We beat the bricks!
So I fucked up here and realized, oh, we're supposed to get back off the tracks here. I was like, oh shit.
Drop-off's up just ahead there, by the house. We might have done this! We might have done it!
We can take some Molly, have a good time. Or take some Mollis and I can have a better time.
Ah, no. It's not professional. We've got an agreement with the buyer. A business is built on reputation.
Got cut off because we got the tissue.
Nice one, friends. Nice one, Auntie.
So real quick, I guess there's a difference between Molly and Bliss. I almost thought there was just one was a plural of the other. I guess they are different kinds of pills. Anyway.
Pete. One on TPI. On our way. We are on our way. Oh, thank you, people. Thank you. Great work. Really great. Here is what I promised you. A little advance from my earnings. You gotta speculate to accumulate. Now we've...
You guys remember who said that before? The previous person that said that line? And what happened to them? It was Lance Vance. It's what he told Vic in Vice City Stories when he also tried to, like, rip off some drug dealers or something. Whatever shenanigans Lance made us do in that game. He said, you gotta speculate to accumulate. And Vic was just, like, shaking his head.
How to speculate to accumulate. Now we've done the speculation. Soon we'll do the accumulation. Very soon, all right? Now let's get the hell out of here, all right? I got the buyer coming through. Thank you. Thank you all very much. Hey,
Be cool with that money. Only buy superficial crap and superficial people.
That's the only thing you can do with money in this game, so no problem there, Trevor.
I'm impotent rage.
You can't be impotent rage, cause I'm impotent rage.
Yes, buddy.
Bruh, look at this dude.
I will deal with you later.
Those dolls have the Molly pills in them.
My brother. Yo, it's Phil.
Dylan!
It's good to meet you finally.
Hey.
Trevor, ain't it?
So we're gonna do this, or we're gonna have a circle jerk, or both?
Whatever you want, man. Got the drugs?
Yeah, if you came for what you ordered. Yeah, I have them.
Good. Can I see?
Can I see the money?
Yeah, got it. Here. All right. So, Trevor, there is the money. Hand me the cocaine first.
What?
The cocaine you are selling me.
Excuse me?
Are you selling me cocaine, Mr. Phillips?
Why do you keep saying that? And how is it that you know my name? fucking narc!
You are under arrest for transportation.
You have 46! Asshole!
You suck, son of a
Fuck you!
At least we got paid before all that shit went down. We were out of there. Like half a day before that happened. It was like middle of the day when we finished and he gave us our money. And there the sun was setting, so he was out there for a while just waiting. Should have been more careful about who he was selling to. All that work for nothing.
Emotional damage.
All he did was give us $1 million and walked away with nothing himself. He lost the drugs, the money, everything. All he got was one tiny little action figure of impotent rage with Molly pills in it. That's it. So there goes the Series A funding. Poor bastard. I'd say I feel sorry for the guy, but we barely knew him, so... whatever. Sucks to be him. This is why Lester said drugs are never a good scene, and why he stays away from them. So I think he actually reiterates that to us in the phone call after this. Which is right here. Drug deals are always unpredictable, I think he said, right? What does that say? Grape smugglers? Liquor? Nice. Nice name for a liquor shop, I guess. Yeah,
How'd you do with that thing? That good, huh? Well, I told you, wasn't anything to do with me. Nothing at all. I don't touch drug deals, because they're unpredictable. Or, well, you can predict that they'll always go wrong. You should stick to working with professionals for a while. I'll be in touch if I got anything.
Yeah, I think I would rather go back to working with professionals. That whole heist was kind of a joke. Not even really a heist, honestly. It was just kind of whatever. I don't know, it was just kind of boring. Alright, so now we're on to the last one for the classic heists, and before I get started on that one though, I'm gonna take a break. It's been over 2 hours, so I shall BRB. So yeah, I'll leave it here though, because I know the music in the menu is a little loud, because the videos are quiet, so I'll leave it here where it's nice and quiet, and yeah, I'll go and get the phone call, the intro phone call for the next heist set up on YouTube before I go. And okay, oh shit, it starts right away. Okay. Alright, cool. I got it set up, so that'll be the first thing we do when I get back. So yeah, be back in about 10 minutes.
Dylan! You son of a
Son
bitch!
of a... Remember that